So okay, now what I'm doing is I'm trying to style. Okay, I'm trying to style which one, header part. Now what is the tag selector here? Header. Now here you have an header, and in header I'm trying to define the color. Which color here? Font color. I just define the font color as what? White. I just define the font color as what? White. Now you can see here. So can you see your font, right? So I try to define the font color as a white, and then I try to define what is this here? Font family. I just taken this as what here? Arial. So I just taken the font name as what? Arial. Okay, font family as what? Arial. See, we can use a drop down, but right now we don't know what is a drop down, right? So we'll talk about that controls. We'll talk about that controls. First, you try to learn how to design it here. Okay. You learn first how to design it. Then we'll talk about all the things. Okay. Yes. Then after that, I'm trying to define the padding here. So here the padding is given some 50 pixels. I just given the padding as what? How many pixels? 50 pixels. Now you can see the Netflix English, and one more is what? Sign in. Okay. Yes. So we'll give more. Okay, we'll give more. We'll give more number of pixels. Okay, right? Now this is Netflix English, and one more is a yes. But where is it? BI icons translate. Correct only. Oh, we have not included, right? So here we have to use a link. So link, and what is this? Relation, and this is what here? Style sheet. And then define the href. Okay, I'm trying to use dot dot. Means where is my bootstrap module is? Okay, in the node modules, bootstrap icons and fonts and bootstrap icons min dot css. Okay, now you check whether you have a bootstrap icon here. Yeah, this is called as which one? Translate. And here you have which one? Drop down. Okay, yes. There is a drop down and you have an icon. Now you have to include. You have to include the CSS. But how you are including the CSS? By using one tag. What is the name of the tag you are using? Link. Link, and what is the relation you are using? Style sheet. It means which link, what type of resource you are linking it. That is what you call it as relation here. What type of resource you are linking, that is called as what? Relation. What is the relation here? Style sheet. And what you are linking? A predefined CSS library. And what is the name of this library? Bootstrap icons min.css. Okay, right. Okay, then I've defined here header. Color is a white, and font family is given Arial, and padding is given how many pixels? Some 60 pixels. And after that, I'm saying display. And what is a display here? Flex. Is it a flex? Direction is a row or column? Row. By default, flex direction is what? Row. Now you can see Netflix, English, and one more is what? Sign in, right? English, and one more is what? Sign in. And after that, next is what here? Justify content. Justify content. Now you can use justify the content evenly. You want to justify the content evenly. Okay, if you want to justify the content evenly, you just use what? Okay, space what here? Evenly. If you write space evenly, it will just give the spaces evenly. It is divided evenly, distribute the spaces. Evenly distribute what here? Spaces. There is a another one which is called as a space. Space what here? Between. If you are writing a space between, Now you find a space between where the alignment will be left side you'll get one division and right side one division, and you find the space between these divisions, right? That is called as a space between. But I'm trying to select space what here around. I'm selecting the space around so that where I can see some space at which side, left side, and I can see the space at which side, right side. I can see the space at left side. I can see the space at which one, right side. Okay. Yes. Then after that, I want to format or I want to style Netflix. I want to style which one? Netflix. I just give the name of the class. I give the name of the class. And what is the name of the class? Some brand name. I just given the name as what here? Brand name. Is the name of the class. What is the name of the class? Brand name. Okay. You are styling it by using what name? Class name. You are styling it with what name? Class name. Because if you are styling it by using tag name, how many divisions are there? One division is there or multiple divisions? Multiple divisions. If I'm styling it by using tag name, what will happen? It will style all the divisions. But I want to style only which division? Brand. Then I just given one name for this particular tag. What is the name of this class? Brand name. So I'm styling only which one? Brand name. Which division I'm styling it? Brand name. Okay. So always you style it by starting the class with what here? Dot. What is the name of this class? Brand name. What is the name of this class? Brand name. Here I just define the color. So what is the color I'm giving? Red. So the color is given as what here? Red. Now this is a color, right? This is a color is a red, and then after that I try to define what font size. Okay, I just given the font size as some 40 pixels. Now this is what your font size. Okay, but if you want to curve, you require more CSS like transition. You can do it. I'll tell you how to apply the transitions later. But you are in the beginning. Let us see how to display as a normal text. Then after that, you define the font. I want bold, right? Then I'm selecting font weight. And what is the font weight? Bold. Now you can see it is in what? Bold. So this is a brand title. Okay, this is what here? Brand title. Okay. Yes. Now after that, now this is over, right? Clear? Okay, this is over. Now next is what here? Language. This is what here? Language. Okay. Language is there. Now this is a division, and inside this division there is one span. Okay, inside this division there is how many spans are there? Two spans. This is a span for which one? Language. And this is a span for which one? Sign in. So I want to style which one? Language. So I just give the class. So the class equal to what here? Language. Class equal to language, right? Class equal to language. Okay. So now select. What is the name of the class? Language. What is the name of the class selector? Language. You can apply the styles. You can apply the CSS styles using tag name. You can apply the styles using what name? Tag name. You can apply the styles by using class name. You can apply the styles using ID. You learn this. Don't worry. You learn all this once we move into what? CSS. Okay, na? We learn in detail on that. But right now, just to try to understand, you can style it by using tag name. You can style it by using class name. If you style it using tag name, if your page is having multiple tags with the same name, it will apply the style to all the tags. But you don't want to apply the style to all the tags with the same name. You don't want to apply the style to all the tags with the same name. You want to apply the style to only one tag. One tag. Then what do you do it? You identify the tag with what name? Class name. You identify the tag with what name? Class name. Okay, right? Yes. So what is the name of the class? I just given the name of the class as what? Language. Language is the name of the class. Because you have a multiple spans or not? Yes. Now you are styling which span? You are styling which span? Language. You are spanning which, you are styling which span? Language. Language is there. And to this language, I am giving what here? Border. So border is there or not? It is having some border or not? Yes, there is a border. There is a border. Border, what is the first input? What is the first input? What is the first input? Thickness. What is the first input? Thickness. What is the second one? What is the second one? Yes. Line. Line. Line what? Style. What is the line style? Solid. Next one is what? Color. Color. Color, I'm selecting it as what? White. So border, color. Now just to see here. Is it given border for this or not? Yes. Okay, border is given. Now I just put this as how many pixels? 1 pixel. I've just taken this as how many pixels? One pixel I've taken. Okay, right? Now if you want to increase the, what is that font? You can define the font. I just give what here? Padding. So I'm just giving a padding. Okay, padding is space within inside the border or outside the border? Inside the border. Inside the border, I'm just giving what is that padding? How many pixels? 5 pixels I've given, right? Can you see here, right? Is it looking same or different? Same, okay. But here you have which button? Drop down. If you want to change the font, you can also change what font, right? This is done. Next is what? This is done. This is done, right? What is the next one? Sign in. Sign in, you have to style it. Now this is a span. Okay, span class. Span class. What is this here? Button. So I just give button what? Sign in. Button sign in, right? Yes. If you want, you can give the border radius also here. You apply it. I'm just designing it. That's it. Radius is there. No, this is curved border. If it is a curved border, you can give what a radius. No problem. You give the radius here. Don't worry. Huh? Yes. The next one is button sign in. So this is a button. This is what your button sign in. This is a button sign in. So button sign in. Again, I'm giving what a border. So border 1 pixel and then what here? Solid. Border 1 pixel and solid. And color is what? Red. Color is a red. Okay, now you can see displayed with the border color with what? Red. Then after that, I'll try to define what here? Font size. I just given the font size as some 20 pixels. Now what is this here? Font size. Okay, this is a font size. Or we'll try to give some 15 pixels. Now this you can call it as a font size. Okay, then after giving the border, okay, 25 means it is becoming more bigger, right? So we'll take how many 20 pixels? Fine, right? Then after that, I want some space between these two spans or not? Yes. Okay, this is outside the border. Outside the border means? Outside the border means what? Margin. Which margin you have to give? Left margin. That is margin left. Margin left. I just given how many pixels? 10 pixels. Now, can you see the space here or not? Yes. Outside the border means margin. Within the border means padding. Outside the border is margin. Within the border is what? Padding. This rule you have to remember. Okay. Now there is a space is given here. Okay. Then I want to fill. I want to define the fill color. So I am trying to give background color. What is the background color? Red again. Now this is a background color is what? Red. Background color is red. What do you want? Border. Okay, border what? Radius. I just give the border radius as some 5 pixels. Now can you see rounded button or not? Yes. Okay. Now I want to define the width as well as what? Height. I want to define the width of this button. I want to define the width of this button. Okay. So here I'm writing a width. Here I'm writing a width. So I just give the width as what? Some 50 pixels. But when you're writing a width is a 50 pixels, is it width is changed or not changed? Not changed. See here. If I'm trying to put the width, I'm giving a width as how many pixels? 100 pixels. Changed? No. If I'm putting the width as a 200 pixels, is it changed or not changed? Not changed. So why it is not changed is you cannot size it. You cannot size the span. You cannot size the span. You cannot size the span directly. If you want to size the span, you have to display you have to display this span. You have to change the display property of what? Span as what here? Inline block. You have to change the display property of a span as what? Inline block. Inline block. Can you see the width of the button is changed or not? Yes. You cannot change it. Okay, you cannot change the size of the span. You cannot change the size of what? Span if the display is what? Flex. If you want to change the size of the span, if you want to change the size of the span, okay, you have to change the display property of a span as what here? Inline block. Inline block. Then only you can able to change what? Size of the span. Size of the span. Otherwise, you cannot change the size of the span. So display as what here? Inline block. Inline block. Inline block. And then you define what here? Padding. You define the padding. Padding what here? Left. Padding left. I just given how many pixels? 10 pixels. Okay. Now padding left is 10 pixels. Now can you see the space here or not? Yes. Or you can do text alignment. Text alignment is what? Center. In the place of this, you can directly use. What is that here? Text alignment. What is the text alignment here? Center. Text alignment is a center, right? So this is which button? Sign in button, right? Now this is original one. This is original one, and this is what we develop. Now we need to increase what? Height. We should increase height or not? Yes, height. Increase height means what we have to do? Padding. Increase the height. Width is given, and let me tell you what is this here? Height. So width is given 100 pixels, and we'll also give the height. How many pixels I have given height? How many pixels? 50. It is more, right? So we'll just give how many pixels here? 30 pixels. Now it is okay now, right? Then you have to define margin padding is there, right? Top padding you have to change it because there should be some space at the top or not. Yes. There should be some space at what here? Top. There should be some space at the top. So what is that padding? So padding which one here? Top. Padding top. I'm just giving some 5 pixels. Okay. Now you can see the button called which one? Sign in. Understood? Understood this one? What do you say here? Yes or no? Okay. Now how many divisions? This header is having how many divisions? 2 division. This is 1 division and this is 1 division. Inside this division, how many spans are there? 1 span. And inside this division, how many spans are there? 2 spans. And this span is having 3 spans. What is the first span? Language button icon. Okay. Second one is a language. What is the language? English. And after that bootstrap icon what? Drop down. And after that is one more span. What is this span is for? Sign in. If you want, you can change the font also. You can change font also, but I've taken the default font. Okay, right. Okay, fine. Background size to change the width and height. Which background size? Which background size? Which background size you want to change? Okay, here I said background size is what? Cover. Right, background repeat is no repeat. Okay, anyway, no problem. I think this is clear up to this. Okay, then next is, now next we'll go for this section. Okay, this is called as what here? Section. This is called as what? Section. Header. This is called as a header, and this is called as what? Footer. And between the header and footer, whatever content you see, that is called as what? Section. So what is header, footer, section? These are called which elements? Semantic elements. Okay, these are called which elements? Semantic elements. Semantic elements. These are called which elements? Semantic elements. Okay. Now next, what I'm talking about is another semantic element. So till now, how many semantic elements we have seen? Two only, right? What is the first one? What is the first one? How many semantic elements we have seen? Two. One is a header. Another one is what? Nav. Navigation. One is a header and one more is a navigation. Header and navigation. How many non-semantic tags we have seen? Two. What is the first one? Division. Second one is what? Span. These are semantic elements and these are non-semantic elements. This can be used for any purpose, but these are used for specific purpose. This can be used for any purpose, but this can be used for specific purpose. Now after this header and nav, let us talk about one more semantic element. And what is that semantic element is? Section. Okay, there is one more semantic element is there. And what is the name of that element is? Section is there. Okay, the semantic element is what? Section. So what is a section here? Let me talk about this. What is a section and what section contain? Okay, what is a section contain? Right? If section is a body, then why section here? You can say the body only, right? Yes or no? Okay, section. Now here section, so what I'm telling is section is a semantic element. Okay, section is a semantic element in what here? HTML. Section is a semantic element in HTML. So section element is defined. Section element is defined between, so between what here? Header and what here? Footer. Section element is defined between the header and what? Footer. Section is defined where? Between the header and footer. So you have a header and what is that? Footer. So section defines the content which is displayed, between, what here? Header and footer. Between the header and footer, that you can call it as what here? Section. Section defines the content which is displayed between the header and footer. Between the header and footer. Okay. So that you can call it as section. So generally what is the syntax is within the body? What is the syntax is within the body? Within the body. What you are writing first? Header. Within the body, what you are writing first? Header. This is which section? Header section. After that, what you are writing? After that, what you are writing? Section. After that, what you are writing? Section. And after this, what you are writing? Footer. So there is a header, there is a section, and there is what here? Footer. Now this is how you write the content within the page. So this is the normal layout of what? Web page. Whenever you are designing the web page, you have to design the web page by following some rules or not? Yes, this is one layout. So you are dividing the content as a header part, footer part, and one more is what? Section. But within the section, I said, what section contain? The section defines the content which is displayed. The section defines the content which is displayed between the header and what? Footer. That you are writing inside what? Section. Which is displayed between the header and footer. That is called as a section. Now in this case, can you call this as a section or not? Yes. But inside this section, what do you have? You can see some span is there like unlimited movies, TV shows and more. Okay, watch anywhere, cancel anytime and ready to watch. Enter your mail to create or restart your membership. What is this is called as actually? See, a end user can enter into the website by using one entry point, right? You can use a website by using one entry point. For customers, they are given one entry point. What is an entry point here? Sign in. Is it sign in is called as an entry point or not? Yes. Sign in is one entry point. But this sign in is an entry point for whom? The sign in is for entry point for whom? Existing users. Existing users, you just click on which button? Sign in. But if a new user is there, if the new user is there, what is an entry point? What is the entry point for the new user? Get started. What is an entry point for new user? Get started. This is an entry point or not? Yes. Now this entry point. Entry point means suppose any programming language, if you are writing a program in any programming language, there is an entry point and there is what? Exit point. Entry point is nothing but from where your program execution start. That entry point generally you call it as what? Main. That entry point is called as which one? Main, right? You write a main in C language. You write a main in what? Java language. Okay, you may write a main in what? Python also. Okay. So you write a main. Main is called which point? Entry point. From where your program execution start. In the same way, every web page also have an entry point. Entry point means don't think that it is an execution of your HTML, because HTML is not a programming language. HTML is not a programming language. HTML is what? A markup language. So what is an entry point? Entry point is nothing but which provide how user enter into your website. How user enter into your website, that you call it as what? Entry point. So what is an entry point here? Get started. Get started is what? Entry point. And this entry point is defined. Every web page, the entry point is defined in one section called what? Main. There is one more semantic element is there. What is the name of that element? Main. There is one more semantic element is there. What is the name of that element? Main. Suppose, okay, you enter into Netflix. You start searching, right? From where I have to enter? For where I have to enter into this site? From where I have to enter into this site? You start thinking, right? You click on sign in. This is only for what? Existing. Now new user, what he'll do? He'll enter into the site by just typing what here? Email address as well as what? Get started. Or what he'll do it? He just read all the information. See here. Netflix, you read all the information. After reading all the information, at the down also they have given what? Entry point. They provided entry point at two places, at the top as well as what? Bottom, because after reading it, now you want to enter from here. So before reading you can enter, before reading you enter, after reading also you can enter. Just read it and enter it. You don't go for what? Top again. So that facility is provided by what? Netflix. Now this entry point, you define it by using one more semantic element. What is that another semantic element use? Main. What is the name of the element? Main. Okay, na? Yes. Now this section contain, yeah, you understood this? You understood section? What is section? Section is which element? Semantic element in what? HTML. And section element is defined between the header and footer. So main content you write inside what? Section only. See, you have to develop web page. Don't develop web page just like that. People will develop HTML page without following any rules and regulations. Just develop it. Why they're developing, they don't know. You are developing a page. You are developing a page. That page should be what? SEO friendly. That page must be what? SEO friendly. If you want to create a page with SEO friendly, definitely you have to follow some rules and regulations. Some rules and regulations you have to follow it. You have to follow the layout defined by what? HTML. This is how you develop it in HTML5. But people will develop without knowing all this. They'll open the body, write content directly in what? Body. They write the content directly in what? Body, by saying H1, H2, H3. Why they are writing, they don't know. Yes or no? Okay. Yes, you must follow some rules and regulations. Okay, now any professional website you take, and if you open the source code, you can find organizing of the content by dividing into so many divisions. So many divisions here, right? Okay. Yes. Now next is, now there is one more semantic element is there. And what is it? Another one, main. Next, what I'm introducing in one more semantic element. And what is the name of that element? Main. Main section. So main section. What is the main now? Tell me here. What is the main in this case? What is the main? So main defines the entry point of the website. Main defines the entry point of what? Website. Like what? What is an entry point? Huh? Sign up. Sign up is what? Entry point. Sign up. Sign up is called as a entry point. Sign in something. Searching. Okay, get started. All these are what? Entry point. Giving email. Giving email. All these are what? Entry point. So main. Okay, main is called. Okay, main is called which element? Semantic. Okay, it is called as a semantic element in HTML. Which version? 5 version. You have semantic elements only in HTML5. You don't have semantic elements in HTML4. So main, okay, main is consider. Okay, main is consider as what here? Entry point. Main is considered as what? Entry point of which one? Web page, or you can call it as what? Website. Okay. So okay, main defines the content, the content which is used, which is used by, which is used by whom? End user. Which is used by whom? End user, right? End user or client. Main defines the content which is used by end user or client to start using what? Website or web page. Website or web page. Website or web page. So it is nothing but where user can start. Where user can start, that is defined by what? Main. That you can define in main, right? But how many mains you can write in one section? How many mains you can have? One main or more than one main? One or more than one main? Now if you see Netflix, how many mains are there? In Netflix, how many mains are there? Two mains are there. At the down is there and at the up also there. Okay, this is one main and this is what here another main. How many mains are there? Two mains are there, not one. How many mains are there? Two are there. Getting or not? Okay, yes. So a page generally contain only one main. But if you want, you can write more than one main section. A page may contain, a page may contain, okay, contains what here? Multiple, okay, may contain multiple what? Main semantic elements, okay, main semantic elements, okay, yes, understood? So where you are writing a main, where you write the main in the header, in the section, section, okay, so this element, this element, this element is defined. This element is defined inside which one here? Section. Inside the section. This element is defined within the section. So what is the syntax? Now here is the syntax. The syntax is you are writing what? Body. Then you are writing what? Section. Sorry. Body, and then you are writing what? Header. There is a beginning and there is a ending. And what is there here? Section. Inside the section, what you have? Main. So there is a main. So this is a beginning and this is ending. And this is the end of the section. And there is the end of the, there is a what? Footer. Here you have a footer. And this is the end of the footer. And this is the end of the body. See here. So this is the beginning of the page, body. And there is a header part. And there is which part? Section part. This is called as a section. And after the section, what you are writing? Footer. After the section, what you are writing? Footer. Okay. Now this is a syntax. Okay. This is a syntax. Okay. This is a syntax of writing it. Okay. Can you keep a header in the body? Can you keep the header in the body? If you are keeping header in the body, then why it is called as header? Okay. Your head is different, body is different. Yes or no? Is it both are same? No. Header is for a specific purpose. Body is for specific purpose. You want to write header, you want to write body, you want to write header in the body means write it. No problem. Because HTML doesn't gives any errors. Yes or no? HTML doesn't gives any errors. But you need to follow some rules and regulations. Some people ask, will write a footer inside what header? Can I write footer tag inside header tag? Write it. That is, you understand what is a footer is, what is a header is. Footer should be footer only. Header must be header only. Body is what? Body only. Okay, right? Yes. So you write the header. That is what I am saying. Within the body, there is a header here. Within the body, there is a header. Within the body, body means what? Web page. You are displaying the content of the page inside what? Body only. Within the body, what is the first part? Header. What is the first part? Header. No, you are thinking difference, right? I'm talking about this one. Header. Body. Within the body, I put header, right? So this header belongs to what? Web page heading. Yes or no? So body means what? Page. Page is having header, footer, as well as what? Section. That's it. Header means don't think head. Head is different, header is different. Head is different, header is different. Head is different. Okay. Head. Your page is divided into how many parts? Two parts. Head, body. Head, body. Now what I am telling you is header is put inside head. No, not like that. Head is different. Head defines which data? Metadata. Head defines what? Metadata. It defines what? Title of the page. All this information you are writing in what? Header. But whatever you want to display in the page, where you are writing that in the body. Whatever you want to display within the page, that you are writing in body. And what you are displaying within the body or within the page, header section, footer section, content section. That's it. So whatever you are writing in the body, that is displayed as a part of what page. That is displayed as a part of page, right? So this is the beginning of the body, and this is what end of the body. Head is different, header is different. Both are not same. Head is different, header is different. Head different, header is different. Okay. Header defines a header element. Head defines what? Head section of the page. Head section of the page, that is defined by using header. These both are not same. Usage also not same. Okay, fine. Come to our application now. Now this is what I want to develop. Okay, this one I want to develop here. Okay. Now here, now tell me, this is one section or not? Yeah, this is what here? Section. This is a section, right? Now tell me, this section is having how many divisions? This section is having how many divisions? 4 divisions are there. What is the first division? Unlimited movies, TV shows, and more. What is the second division? Watch anywhere, cancel anytime. What is the next division? Ready to watch, enter your email to create and restart your membership. What is the next one? Main division. This is called which division? Main. Okay. Yes. Main only. You write a main. That's it. How you start the element with a main. How you end with a main. Right? Just see here. Just see here. Let me first will develop this two. What is the first one? Unlimited movies, TV shows, and more. And next one is watch anywhere, cancel. Okay. Now first we'll create what? Section. Where is the section is where is the section? Where is the section is after header. After header. After header, what you have a section. Now there is a beginning of the section and end of the section. Inside this section, what do you have? Division. There is a division. Okay, there is a how many divisions I'm writing? 2 divisions. Now this is one division and this is what here? Another division, right? This is one division and this is another division. So what you have here? This is a text, right? We just copy this text. You can type it. So I just copy this text here. Now this division contain this text. What is the text? Unlimited movies, TV shows, and more. TV shows and more. Okay, now this is one thing, right? So there is one more division is there. Okay, there is one more division. Okay, now this is one division. Okay, now so this is one more division here. And what this division is having? Watch anywhere, cancel anytime. Okay, now this is one more division. Fine. Okay, so what will happen if I run this? If I run this, what happen? Where it is? Displayed or not displayed? No, no, actually it is displayed or not displayed? Not displayed. Okay. So because what is the font color is black, right? Now here I'm trying to give the style for whom? Which one? Styling is given for which one? Section. Okay, I'm just writing here section. What is the element I've choose? Section. And here I define the color. What is the color here? White. Sorry. What is the color I've given? White. Okay, now you can see the text. So can you see the text or not? Yes. Unlimited movies, TV shows and more. Okay, watch anywhere and cancel anytime. So I change here text color. So this gap you can change it by increasing the width, right? Okay. This gap you can change it by increasing the width. Which width? Which width? banner. What is this cover, right? Height is given, but we'll try to give what here? Width also. How to know the font style? How to know the font style of which one should be used? That you come across. Okay, that you come across once you start developing the page. Once that you come across once you start developing what page. And you should familiar with font styles. Okay, nobody will tell you this font is this style, this font is this style, right? Okay, nobody will tell you. You have to choose whichever font you want it, or you just select the font and search it. How it will display the text or how it will display the character, right? How it will display the text or how it will display the character. Okay. Now next is what I was talking here. Okay. Now here I just taken the section, right? What is the section here? Section color is given and section which one? Font. Font family. So what is a font family I have taken? Arial. And then text alignment. I just take this text alignment as what? Center. Text alignment is a center. Now you can see the alignment is what here? Center. Right? Text alignment is center. Okay. Text alignment is center. Okay. Then next what? Font size. Is it font size of this both are same or different? Different, right? The font size is same or different? Different. Size is not same. Size is what here? Different. Now before that, I want some space between the header and what? Section. I want space between the header and section. Tell me what I have to do. Alright, I want some space between the header and section. Header and section. Padding a margin. Huh? Margin padding margin. Margin means outside the border. Section is one border outside the border. Outside the border is what? Margin. Inside the border is what? Padding. What do you want? Margin or padding? See, these are two different contents or not? Yes. This is one content and this is what? One content. Now you want a margin or border? Sorry, margin or padding? Margin, okay. అప్పుడప్పుడు నేను రాంగ్ కూడా చెప్తాను మరి. Is it correct or wrong? Margin, margin what? Top. I'm just giving margin top as how many pixels? 50 pixels I have given. Now is it moved down or not? Yes, we'll increase it. More number of pixels. I just given 150 pixels. Is it okay now? Okay. Now this is how it is done. Okay. Now unlimited movies. If you want, you can decrease, adjust it. Okay. Now you can adjust like this. Okay, na? Right. So unlimited movies, TV shows, and more. Now, okay, fine. Now next is I have to style. Which one I have to style? This one. Okay, this one. This is what here? Some header one or not? Yes. Some name you give. So class. Some name you give. Class. What is the name of this class? Will give T1. Okay, T1. T1 I'll give. Otherwise any name. This is a first title, right? So what I'm doing is, see, it should be whatever you are writing, that should be what here meaningful. Okay, I just write here text 1 and one more is what here text 2. I've just given the name as what here text 1 and this is what text 2. Or I can give section division 1 and section what division 2. Anything, but that should be what here meaningful. Then next, I need to format. Which one I need to style? I need to style which one? Text 1. Text 1. What is this here? Font size. I just give the font size as how many pixels? 50 pixels. Now this is a font size. Font size is given. See here, font size. Then is it okay, na? Will decrease. Okay. I just give this as a 40. So 40 pixels or 45. Okay. Now this is 45. And then next is a font. Font what? Weight. What is the font weight? Bold. Font weight is bold. Okay. Font weight is a bold here. Right? Now you can see unlimited movies, TV shows, and more. Next one is what? Watch anywhere, cancel anytime. Okay. Now I'm styling. Which one I'm styling? Text 2. Okay, text 2. Okay, backside. Okay, na? See this side. Don't see mobiles. Okay, na? Nothing you'll get. కండ్లు పోతాయి ఓకేనా మొబైల్ ఎక్కువ చూస్తే కండ్లు పోయి అద్దాలు వస్తాయి మళ్ళీ ఎవరు చేసుకోరు నిన్ను అర్థమైందా సో టెక్స్ట్ 1 see this side here what is there down what is there here down what is there nothing is there no this is this side you paid for watching the mobile you paid the fees for seeing the mobile listening the class seeing the mobile only I think not listening the class install VS Code సిస్టమ్ ఉందా అందరి దగ్గర ఉందా మంచిగా ఉందా పెట్టేశారా లోపల పూజ చేస్తున్నారు రోజు లేదా ప్రాక్టీస్ ఇయర్ ప్రాక్టీస్ హిందీయా హిందీయా इंग्लिश और हिंदी हिंदी सिस्टम है ना सबका ने सिस्टम्स है ना सिस्टम्स है इंस्टॉल करे क्या VS Code आर यू इंस्टॉल्ड और नॉट इंस्टॉल्ड इंस्टॉल्ड no problem okay install try to practice if you don't practice it you don't get anything and later you should not tell I don't know HTML later you should not say I don't know HTML right okay if you practice then you'll get it otherwise you don't get it I know Telugu that experiments you do it okay padding top don't experiment on me okay you change it I said border outside is a margin border inside is a padding that is what you have to remember inside the room space padding outside the room space margin khatam that's all okay ho gaya easy yes text 1 yes वही बोल रहा हूँ यार okay right here font size listen here okay listen please listen the class okay don't do anything right font size I'm just giving a font size is how many pixels 20 pixels I'm given right is it enough okay this is also same right watch anywhere cancel anytime same or not yes now I want the space between these two మళ్ళీ ప్యాడింగ్ ఎందుకు I want the space between this both right these are two different divisions right okay no these are two different divisions or same divisions two different divisions and these are the divisions exist in what section and then you have to do padding margin padding only and if you people are not getting what is the difference between padding and margin yes or no here text 1 is there and text 2 this text 1 is there outside the text 2 or not yes this text 1 is there outside the text 2 or not yes Now what I am doing is here in text 2 or text 1, just write margin. What I am writing margin bottom. Bottom is down. Otherwise in text 2 you write margin top. Anything you can do it. Okay. Margin bottom. How many pixels? 10 pixels I have given. Now is it moved down or not? Yes. Understood? What your? Yes. See, you give the border. This is a border, right? This is one division. This is called as a border. Within the border, if you want the space, within the border, division is one border, right? Within the border, you want space from here, 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 or here. That is called what? Padding. Bar bole to margin. Khatam. Inside. This is one division, and below one more division is there. No, you want the space between two divisions. Then what do you do it? Margin. This is division. Inside this, some content is there. You want space from the border, some space. This you call it as what? Padding. That is called as a padding here. Okay, na? Yes. Over. Now this one is designed. Okay, na? So I'll ask one day one student backside, I'll ask, come here and design one page. Next time will not see in the class. Next day absent. Yes or no? I'll ask backside only, backside students, whoever is there, no? I'll ask them to come here and design one page. Design one page. I'll ask, don't worry. I'll ask. So tomorrow onwards, nobody will sit at the back. Okay, na? Vastava? You'll design, huh? You'll design or not design? What do you design? Paltu. Huh? Right. You don't design anything. You don't know ABCD of HTML also. You're just coming to the class. That's all. Because somebody is pushing. Learn. You'll get a job. You never get a job. Huh? Yes or no? So don't learn forcibly. Learn with interest. Then you'll get the subject. Don't learn because somebody said, learn HTML. Job is ready. Job is ready. You'll go and sit and come back. Okay, na? Yes. So anyway, this is how you need to do it. Next is which section now? Inside the section now this one is there, no? Okay, now this is ready to watch. Enter your email to create or restart your membership. Okay, this is one division, right? And this is one section. Which section it is? Main. Now this is called as what here? Main. So I take one more division here inside the section. Inside the section, I take one more division. Or you can write this directly in which section? Main. But suppose you want to start your main from here, then this is called as which section? Main section. If you want to start main from here, this is called as which section? Main. But I just take this as what? Main. I take this as a main because this is one group, right? This is one group. Then I take this as what? Main. I take this as a main. Instead of division, I'm taking this as what? Main. And instead this main, okay, this is a main. So what main is contained? Tell me here. What is a main? What is a main? Main contain what? What is a main contain? Entry point. Every website is having entry point or not? Yes. What is that entry point is called main. Every website is having an entry point. That entry point is called as what? Main. Getting on? So in this, you write a sign up and just entering email and get started with what website. That kind of content you write inside what main. So main, and within the main, I'm writing one. What is this here? Division or spanner? Division. I take one division. I try to divide into how many divisions? Two divisions. I taken how many divisions here? 2 divisions I have taken. 2 divisions I have taken. Okay. Now this is one division. Okay. This is one division. And inside this division, what you are trying to write? Ready to watch. Ready to watch. Okay. Now this is my content here. Okay. Now this is my content. So ready to watch. I can directly use or I can use with what? Span. No problem. You can use directly or you can use along with the span. Okay, na? Now this is another class. What is this class? Text 3. I just take this as a text 3 and just style it. Okay, dot text 3. This is as a beginner how you start writing and developing the things. As a beginner means you have to do like this. Beginner, you should know how to create a page. How to create a page. That is very important. Now ready to watch. Enter your email to create or restart your membership. But actually, now I want to set. Now this is. I want to have a space between what. I want to have a space here, right? Now this is what margin up, margin up, adding a margin. You set the margin where? You set who? Which margin you set? This is which section? Main. Okay. So just take the main. Okay. Style which one? Main. Okay. Main. Main. Dot main, and within the main. Okay. I'm trying to say margin. Margin what? Top. Margin top. Margin top. I'm just giving how many pixels? 20 pixels. Margin top is a 20 pixels, right? Now, not this one. Okay. Now this one, where is it here? Um, what is the section? Main is a, sorry, main is not a class, right? Main is an element. Okay. Now you can see there is what space here. Okay, there is a space between this both or not? Yes. If you want more, then increase. Increase this. How much I am given? 25. So is it moved down or not? Yes. Now here I want entry point. Entry point means I need to create. What is this here? Email. Then I have to create one button. What is this button? Get started. Right? So I have to create this email. I have to create this email. Okay. So within the division, I'm taking what here? Span. So span, and what is the span? Email. What is this here? Email address. Email address. Okay. This is one span. And after that, there is another span. Okay. There is another span. What is this? Get what here? Started. Okay. Get started. And after this, you have one symbol, right? What is it here called? Bootstrap icon span class. What is that class? Bi chevron. Chevron what? Right. Chevron right. So chevron right. Okay, then close the span. Right. So this is the division, and this division is having two things. One is a span for which one? Email address. There is a span for get started. Get started. There is a space here. Get started. Right. Now this is span for which one? Email. So I'm just writing a class. What is the class I'm using? Email. Okay, email is the name of the class, and this is what get started. Okay, so there is a class. So what is the name of this start? Okay, start button. Sorry. So this is a class name is email, and this is what here start button. Start button. Now you can see email address and get started. But I want some space, right? I want the space between which one? Ready to watch as well as what? This one. Then how can you do that? How can you do that? Again, text 3 is there, no? Text 3. What is the style? What is the style here? Text 3. Text 3 is there. Text 3. Margin. Margin what? Bottom. Margin bottom. I have just given how many pixels? 50 pixels. Now you can see email address and one more is what? Get started. Email address and get started. Right? Then I need to define for the main. What is that? Font. Font what? Family. I just take the font family as what? Arial. Okay, this is a font family. And then you have to define what? Font size. Okay, font size. I've just given some 20 pixels. If you are bigger, then give more. But actually, what is this here? Email address. Email address here. Email address. Is it transparent or not? Email address is what? Transparent. Email address. Now this is border is there or not? Yes. Okay. So what we do is now I just take the style. What is the name of this? Email. What is this here? Email. Email. What I'm giving? Border. Border. So how many pixels? 1 pixel. Solid. And color is what here? White. Color is a white. Okay, color is a white. Can you see the border or not? Yes. Okay. Now email is given border. Email is given border, but it should be transparent, right? So can you write what here? This email is a division, right? You define what? Background color. Background color RGBA. RGBA 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0 point some 7 I've given. 0 point some 7 is given. Okay, now you have to increase. What is this here? Font size? No. You have to increase. What do you have to increase? What do you have to do? Padding. What is this here? Padding. I've just given the padding is what? Some 20 pixels. Padding is nothing but spaces. Spaces are there inside box or not? Yes. What is this here? Email. This is what here? Email. Can you define? Yes. So is it alignment is center only, right? Okay, let us see this one. Okay, this size is very big, right? What you have defined? Width. We'll just decrease the padding. So I've just given the padding is how many pixels? 10 pixels. Is it okay now, right? Okay. Yes. Email address. But this font color is different, right? Okay. Yes. Then email address. Email address. Now we'll try to increase. What we have to increase? Width. I'm just defining what here? Width. So what is the width of this email? Email is a span or not? Division or span? Email is division or span? Span. Okay, span, right? I just given the width as a some 50 pixels. Okay. Is it width is applied or not applied? Not applied. To apply this, you have to say display. Display what? Inline. Inline what? Block. Inline block. Now you can see the size is decreased or increased? Decrease. I just gave. This has how many pixels? 150. I keep on increasing it. I just give the how many pixels? 250. Okay. We'll give more. Okay. So I'm just giving this as how many pixels? 350. Is it okay now? Okay, now this is what here email address. But this font, if you see this font color, right? So it is not completely white. It is not completely white, right? It is which color? Some gray color, right? Font color is what? Gray color. Sorry. What is the color I've taken here? Gray. Oh, where is the mistake? 1 pixel. Oh, sorry, I've given border. So border is okay. Now font color, right? Font where I've defined here. So where is the font color? Color is given or not given? Not given. Okay. So here we'll give the color. Email. Email is what? Some gray color here. Okay. Now you can see what is this here? Email address. Email address. And next what you have here? Get started. Get started. Okay, we have to develop which one? Get started. Get started. Okay, get started is what? What it is? Button, right? With the same width and same height. Okay, then what is the name of the class? Dot. What is the name of the class? Dot start button. Okay, dot start what? Button. BTN. Then inside this, you have to give what? Border. So border is what? 1 pixel, solid, and which color? Red color. Very good. Next is background color. Background color is red. Very good. Background color is red. Then which color? Text color. Text color is white. Okay, fine. Next is so padding. How many pixels? 10 pixels. Okay, then next is width. Next you have to give what? Width. So how much width? Now this is given 350, right? So here I've give some 200 pixels. What is this is here? Width. You want more width? Okay, just define. See, you have to group this because this is where inside or outside? Outside. You have to group this. It is not within, right? It is where outside. Outside means I have to group this. Okay, group inside another span. This is a span. Inside this span, how many spans are there? Two spans. And what is the name of this class? Start button. Okay, start button here. Okay, this is a span. Okay, right. Then after this, now you can see, is it within or outside? Within. Get started, same, huh? So you want rounded corners? Just select border radius. Button, sorry, button, start button, button, border, border radius, just give some 5 pixels. Now you can see with the button, which one is original? We are not getting. This is original. So this one is what? Border radius. Clear? Clear or not? You have to develop like this. You have to sit 1 hour. Daily 1 hour you have to practice. HTML 1 hour. Languages 1 hour. Instead of wasting the time faltu mobiles. So sit 1 hour on HTML. Then you'll become master in HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, now instead of wasting your time faltu on mobile, just practice simple things. Okay, now tell me how many semantic tags we learn? Four, right? What is the first one? Header. What is the second one? Span. What is the third one? Section. What is the fourth one? Main. Understood? Okay. Then I'll copy this code. I'll copy this code, but you don't copy and execute. Okay, it is only for reference purpose. It is only for reference purpose, not for copying and pasting. Not span. Okay. Header, main, section, nav. So we have seen this four, right? Okay, don't copy and paste and you should not think that I've done today's homework. Yes. So please do some more changes. Okay. Because I just created a replica of it. You put your own styles. You put your own styles and do some experiment. Right? Okay. Then tomorrow I'll tell you. Okay. Tomorrow I'll tell you how to create. What is the next one you have? What is this here? Footer. But here I introduce one more display. In display we have seen what? Flex. We have seen flex plus content row wise. One more is what? Column wise. And in flex inline block where you can apply what? Size. Okay, size, width, height you can apply it. In the same way, display is having one system. Which system? Grid. Display is having what? Grid. Now this is what here? Grid, which consists of number of rows and columns. Now tomorrow I'll tell you how to develop this. What is this here? Footer. Tomorrow I'll tell you how to develop the footer, and I'll tell you what is this grid system and how to divide this into number of rows and columns. So don't miss the tomorrow's class, right? Thank you. We'll see tomorrow. Thank you. Right.